Hi, Nora Lynch here with American Dream TV, and today we're in Sherborn, Massachusetts, and we're going to meet Shannon Edgar, the founder and CEO of Stormalong Cider. Let's go check it out. So welcome, Shannon Edgar, the owner, the founder,
cider maker.
Cider maker. So tell us about how you even got started with this and why in Sherborn.
Yeah, you know, I was living on the West Coast and then moved back, you know, to Massachusetts. My wife found a rental in Natick, actually. One thing led to another. I found an old apple press, started making cider, and we were looking for a place to put down roots, and you know, ended up finding Sherborn and finding this property here that we're in. So we started small, and Sherborn was a great place to start. You know, we used to have tanks up in here, and this was all of our production was in this building. This barn ended up being the perfect place for us to start like our cider company.
Tell me more about Stormalong and how that features in with other varieties and what makes Stormalong different.
Yeah, I mean, so the biggest thing that makes us different from other cider companies is that we only use whole, freshly pressed apples. And you know, we've experimented with those things, natural flavors and all this stuff, and like it just doesn't taste like the real thing. And it's not as good for you either. You know, when you make a product, consumer product made with whole ingredients, it's going to be a much better situation.
And I hear you source all the apples from New England regions.
Northeast, New York State too. It's a big apple region, so we're pulling some apples from New York as well. We're making a pretty good amount of cider, so we're kind of pulling from the Northeast at this point.
And who does the design and who comes up with all the names? Mass appeal.
We collectively work on it, but we have a great designer. His name's James Weinberg, Weinberg Design. He's part of the family. He was been with us since we started. Our cider making team, production team, marketing team, all that. We're always working on new products and having fun with names and things like that.
And flavors too.
And flavors, yeah. I mean, in the fall, it's you know, cider season, as they call it. It gets crazy, you know, and people, you know, want to go out apple picking. They want to go out and get their fresh cider. So our volume goes up crazy this time of year, and we're, you know, doing double time. We're doing almost double production from, you know, pretty much like end of August, September through the rest of the year.
What's your distribution like? I mean, if I go to California, can I find Stormalong?
We have some distribution in California. We just launched in New York and New Jersey this past fall.
Oh, great.
Last year. So we're in New York City now and in those places as well. So
terrific. So final question.
No problem.
How did you come up with the name Stormalong?
Well, it actually started, I had been thinking about doing a music festival on Cape Cod when I first moved back in 2014. And I came across this tall tale. It was a New England tall tale, like back, you know, in the same kind of books that would have Paul Bunyan and all those characters. And it's Captain Alfred Bulltop Stormalong, and he was the greatest deep water sailor of all time. Wait a second, Stormalong might be kind of cool for our cider company, and there we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
so now we know the rest of the story.
Yeah, the rest of the story, and then New England, you know, it kind of tied in.
It does tie in. That's fabulous. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Shannon.
No problem.
Thanks for taking the time on this busy season, but you're, you know, hopefully wrapping up a little bit.
Yeah.
And good luck to your season this year and the holiday season. Awesome. And I'm getting my blueberries in today with blue skies.
Thank you.
Nora Lynch Smith with American Dream TV. I hope you enjoyed this episode with Shannon Edgar of Stormalong, and I hope you learned a little bit about apple cider.